with Jordan Szoke. We're under the Kawasaki tent. We're on CSBK TV. We're at the final 2 rounds of the Canadian Superbike National Championship in Bike Parts Canada. Welcome to CSBK TV and welcome to Mosport. Jordan, they call this place the home of motorsports in Canada, and I know, I see a smirk coming on your face already. It's great to be home.
Yeah, you know, I love this place, and it's my favorite racetrack, and I never want to win anywhere else as much as I want to win here.
And especially this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's been such a tough year for us. You know, we've got a new model that we've had great speed with, just not the consistency to put in the time against Brad. And obviously, he's riding really well. But, you know, we come in here with a little more confidence, and the bike's getting better all the time. So we're really excited to try and close the year out with a few wins.
It's hard for you to take solace in this, but I know the Kawasaki fans do. I mean, you've had 2 pole positions already this year. You haven't been off the podium. The 3rd place and then 2nd all the way along the line. This is the kind of stuff that would normally net a championship, but it ain't happening this year so far.
Yeah, you know, we're not usually the pole guys, and like I said, the speed of the bike's pretty good. You know, we're right where we need to be most of the time. It's just we've been struggling a bit with putting it in for the race. You know, looking at last year's race times, we're a little off for the overall, and that's what people don't see on TV or on the internet. Is oh, you know, blah blah blah's on pole, or blah blah blah's fast, and it really is about the race. And we're just continuing working on the bike to make it good for the whole race.
In racing, of course, Jordan, you know as better than I do that sometimes stuff happens, and we saw it happen at Shubenacadie. 6 laps into the pre-qualifying, your main competition, Brett McCormick put his motorcycle on its side with extensive damage to it, and then you took super pole. Now, here we are today at Mosport. A similar situation has happened. Brett has crashed at turn 3, done damage to the motorcycle, so I guess what I'm getting at, Jordan, is where does this factor into your line of thought? Because even if you win both races here this weekend, if Brett is able to get into a reasonable position, he'll take the championship. You kind of are in a position where you're not hoping for it, but stuff happens.
Yeah, you know, stuff happens in racing, and you know, we're all of us out there are on the edge, and you know, you can fall at any time. I feel that Brett is an amazing talent, and he's just been getting away with a little bit, you know, and it's catching up a little with the way he rides, you know, into the corners so fast, and on our bumpy little tracks, sometimes it's not the best, and and I don't want to see him get hurt, and I don't want to see him crash. I want to beat him heads up. But it does make you feel good when you've been chasing him all year, knowing that, you know, he's making some mistakes, because then I know that, hey, you know, we're not doing that bad. You know, he's crashed a couple times, and we, you know, so far have been pretty consistent. So, you know, we're doing all right, and it's a good confidence booster for us and for me and the team and all that. But yeah, if he wins the championship, that's one thing. You know, I want to win the championship more than anybody, and everybody knows that about me, that I'm all about the championships. But I've won a lot of championships, and I've lost a few too. I'll be back no matter what happens. You know, I'm not going anywhere. But the worst thing would be for me to go through the whole year without a win. I want to win a couple races. So if we can close out the year with that, that's just something great to build on for the future.
And Jordan, you know, when you look at the successes that McCormick is enjoying now, on his way up, he learned a lot from you. You guys were teammates for 2 years.
Yeah, you know, I'd like to take some credit here. You know, he's, I think, very lucky to have been on that team that was doing so well at the time, and just the experience. And then obviously with myself being there, I think he got the idea of how to win. You know, like the biggest thing is learning how to win. And I like to think that, you know, we've shown him some things, and maybe a little too much.
Do you regret anything?
No. I respect his talent, and I want to beat him fair and square. So I don't care if he has my setup sheets or knows what I'm doing here or there. You know, we want to both beat each other on the track, and we have a lot of respect for each other as riders. So, you know, we want to beat each other fair and square. And but yeah, I guess I did help him along, maybe a little too quickly. But you know, he's a great rider and a great competitor.
And essentially, you know, when you look at the overall series this year, there's been a huge amount of interest. Brett's been good for business.
Yeah, you know, like forget, racing is a luxury, not a necessity. It is a little bit of a necessity with the manufactured motorcycling, but really it's marketing. And if the marketing budget isn't there because of the economy, then obviously, as you can see, racing's hurting right now. And it's sad because it seemed so passionate for a while there, and it was such a cool thing. Canada's such a small place, and we had one of the biggest racing series in the world, so it's pretty cool to be a part of that. And fans only come out to see the good guys, you know, like, you know, if Jordan and Brett are here, and I hate to say, I mean, I know younger riders come up, but it takes, you have to have the stars of the show, and then have the younger riders come up slowly, like I did, and then start beating Domino, Michael Taylor, like I started beating them, and then I became one of the stars. And then as they went away, I was now the new guy. You can't just have all the good guys go away, and then a bunch of new guys nobody knows and nobody cares about until they've beaten one of the old guys.
Yeah.
And you need that, and that's what people want to see. They don't care so much if it's a Cowie or a Honda or Suzuki winning as much as it's Jordan on a Cowie. Yeah, we love Cowies, but we love Jordan. Yeah, we love Brett and we love BMW. Like they put the two together. And you know, you have diehards and people that always love, like the Connell. They don't have to win.
We're talking Maple Leafs now, right?
Yeah. But you have people who are diehard, you know, for the manufacturer that they like, and that's cool. But they still want a good rider there, and they want a name that they can cheer for. You know, Crevier, Magas, like guys like that, that Duhamels. Well, I remember Honda saying it was foolish for them to ever get rid of Miguel. It doesn't matter where he finished because he was so popular, and they like to tie the two together. And we need to protect those riders. Nelson, we need to make sure he's still out there. You know, we need to. We need Christie. We need to protect our names. So as the young kids come up and beat the names, they become new names, and it's all an evolution, revolving circle of racing, and that's the only way you're going to get the fans and people here.
Speaking of getting the fans and people here, we've been going on the TV this weekend. You know, folks are going to be tuning us in later on this afternoon, perhaps tomorrow morning with your coffee, wondering what to do for this weekend. Please say we invite you for it.
Yeah,
come
get
on
your
out,
butts
fans.
out here.
See this kid and see if he can win the next two races. Jordan Szoke, the Kawasaki team. We're at Mosport. Join us.